Hi guys, my name's Elliot Harlin Bethel, and if you're new to this channel, it is about energy healing, fasting and personal development. And today I wanted to talk about fasting, but not in the way of just from food. That fasting is also fasting from the TV, from the words that you're hearing, the thoughts that you're having, the radio, any advertising that's being put out there, any friends that are negative, and social media as well. So I'm holding a retreat on the 22nd of February for a 7-day hard dry fast. And one of the things I get people to do on around the sort of 5th to 6th day is to sit down and go through their Facebook, their Instagram, their Twitter, their TikTok, their LinkedIn, any form of social media. And I know myself last year, particularly when I went and revisited this, I deleted about 900 people from my Instagram and probably about 400 from my Facebook. So when you go through social media, and the idea is just to get rid of anyone or anything that's not nourishing your soul or your brain, or visually or in sound. So if you're following things like the Kardashians or any rappers that are doing anything negative, or friends that are generally just moaning all the time, and being very negative about whether it's their weight or their work or their family or anything, any people like that, to just delete them from your Instagram, delete them from your Facebook. Because subconsciously what happens is, when you check your social media, when you check your timeline and you keep going through Instagram and you're seeing these things, it goes into your subconscious and it just keeps repeating itself and repeating itself, and it starts to pop up in your life as well. So when you see someone constantly moaning about their family, you might start to notice that you start moaning about your family. Or when you see someone constantly moaning about going to the gym or weight loss, you might start to feel a little bit insecure about your weight. So when I deleted everything from my timeline, apart from things that were very, very uplifting, high vibrational, positive, or things that interested me, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, all of the things that fed all of these, I kept on my Instagram. So when I go onto my Instagram, it's literally like positive message, or tips on going to the gym that I feel good about and that I emotionally connect to, or that I vibrate towards or resonate with. So what starts to happen is it gets you into a groove. It's almost like with the going to the gym, I was finding I'd get into the gym and I'd automatically know what I needed to do just from watching other people's videos on that I resonated with, or that I aspired to be like. So instead of looking at things like the Kardashians and being like, oh, I really, really want that car, or oh, I wish I had 20,000 houses and going on boat trips and traveling, I thought to myself, right, I like this guy. This guy's in really good shape. He speaks a lot of sense. I'm going to follow this guy. Tagged, follow that guy. Okay, this guy speaks very, very motivational. Infinite Waters, English guy, moved out to LA, very, very inspirational. Like what he talks. In fact, I remember watching an Infinite Waters video probably 3 years ago now, where he was talking about how he only eats mainly fruits and vegetables. And I was thinking, what is this guy on about? Like, how can he survive without any protein? And how can he do this? And he was saying about how it's high vibrational, and just try this 7-day vegan challenge. And without even realizing, he was planting the seed. And then by deleting all of the negative stuff and the meat industry and the dairy industry from my timeline, all of a sudden my attention's on more high vibrational, vegetarian, plant-based foods. And all of a sudden it's very easy for me to switch over. And within a 3-year period, I went bang, 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 switched over. But I remember the first time I saw his video, it felt very, very foreign to me. But now I'm actually looking at that video thinking, I don't even need fruit and vegetables anymore. So the timeline for me for sort of 4 to 5 years, and what I'm doing at the moment, is obviously showing you how you can go from being a meat eater to pescatarian, to cutting out the dairy, to then going vegan, to then realizing that fasting is such a great thing, not just physically but mentally, and not just for yourself but for the environment as well. I mean, there's actually a TED talk at the moment with 5 million views where the lady's talking about intermittent fasting from 16 to 18 hours a day. Now, I've been writing for the last 6 months about how if we was to all fast for 16 to 18 hours a day and only have that timeline window where it's just eating 1 to 2 meals a day, that's a third less packaging, a third less plastics, a third less transport, and a third less agricultural usage of growing stuff. So that's a massive, massive difference that it just makes for the CO2, and not only this, but it's also so beneficial for your health because you're actually giving your body time to utilize all the shit in your body for energy. So because you're using all the crap and there's no stored energy in your body, you're free flowing of energy. So what I found, what I've experienced, and what I've spoken to people who have been doing what I've been doing is that illness cannot manifest in your body because there's no inflammation, there's no mucus. So when you fast, it's very, very mucus free. When you eat certain foods, it's very mucus forming. So dairy is just, the largest dairy company in the world went into liquidation recently. It doesn't surprise me. This is going to start happening a lot more. Because dairy and cheese and any animal milk or product like that actually is one of the highest mucus forming things you can put into your body. And I really started to notice this about 2 years ago when I really cut out the dairy. And then I had a cheese binge and it was worse than a fucking hangover. I mean, I felt like I'd squatted 300 kilograms for 20 sets. Could barely walk, could barely get out of bed, and felt like I had a hangover from hell. And that was just from not eating dairy for like 3 months and then having a cheese binge. So anyone who's sort of transitioning over at the moment, you'll probably be starting to notice these things. And my plan is to show you that it doesn't have to be overnight. I know people who have dropped it and gone vegan overnight, but mine was very, very slow. And now what I'm trying to say is for the people that are still eating meat thinking it's not possible, there's so many people that have done it and gone vegan now. And I'm trying to say to you that I don't even believe we need to eat fruits and vegetables. I believe we are ecosystems and that our bodies, if our mind is trained properly, we are full ecosystems. You don't need food or water. And this is written in quite a lot of ancient texts. And this is where I'm transitioning to. And I've done 14 days of it non-stop. And obviously I spent over a third of last year without eating food as well. So I know I can do it. Part of me actually wants to jump in and try doing it right now and see how far I can get. But what I'm being guided to do is to show you guys that the first 3 months are liquids and even quite thick liquids. And then the following 3 months, the thick liquids are going to come out and it'll be medium liquids. And then the next 3 months will be very fine liquids. And the last 3 months of the year is going to be stage 4, nothing. So if you have any questions on fasting, please do comment in the boxes below. Please like, share and subscribe as usual. And if anybody is thinking about going vegan or transitioning to trying pranic living, which is surviving on air and breath work and grounding and just keeping your body as connected to prana and chi as you can so that you're completely connected with your own energy, then please do get in contact. My email address is mindbodysoulspiritcoach@gmail.com. There's a little link below. I hope you enjoyed this video again, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.